Hey there Stampers, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers with a new Stampin' Show and Tell to share with you. Today I'm going to be using the new sentiment set from the spring catalog, the Happy and Heartfelt. And these are really some fun sentiments in handwriting. So it looks very personal, and the one I'm using today is the Being Awesome is Just Your Thing, because I think that's just really a great sentiment to use on just about any card. So I'm also going to be using the Forever Blossoms stamp set, because I'm going to use this flower image on my tag, so I'm using that one as well. But the thing I really want to show you today is the Stitched Greenery die. So this is like a plate, okay? It's not like our other dies where you're going to get shapes and images and impressions. This one is stitched. So just like our stitched edge dies that we've had for a while now, this one does this fun leaf pattern over the whole panel. And I really have fallen in love with it, so I really like it. So I wanted to use that kind of as my primary element in building my background. So I'm going to use that. So I've got a panel of that already gone through my die machine, so that's all ready to go. And it's even fun if you use it on the flip side where the stitching is pushed through. So whichever side you want to use, of course it's your card, make it your way, but we're going to use the smooth side today. Okay, I'm pairing that with a piece of this Designer Series paper that came from the Abstract Beauty 4x6 pack, and I'm going to use those together to make a background, and I'm going to put that right on a Whisper White card because I don't really want to take away from the Stitched Greenery panel. So to start, I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the edge of this dyed cut panel. So just going to run a bead, not too thick, see if it's going to cooperate, not too thick, right along the edge of that panel. Okay, and now I'm going to pair it, let's see, I want it to be about 4 inches, so if I put that there, I put this here, I've got a 1.5 inch strip there, put this here, build my 4-inch panel. Okay, I'm 4 inches total wide here, and just seam that strip of DSP to the back of my stitched panel. That's good to go. And then that whole thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and put that right up on dimensionals. So kind of a fun card base right there. You could make up a whole bunch of these with different patterns on the edge, and then use them later on when you need a card real quick. The card would be made, you just would have to make the sentiment tag to suit your need. So let's go ahead and pull these off. Got an extra one on my hand, take that off. So it's fun to just build basic backgrounds, segment them in different ways, pair them up with DSP or ribbon or both, and then have them set aside for later on and add your sentiment as you go. Alright, so that is just right on the front, got some adhesive there, right on the front of my base card, right? Just real basic, ready to go card. But it's got this fun stitching and it's got this fun metallic DSP for this one. So now I have a die from my Stitch So Sweetly, you know, it's one of my favorites, my Stitch So Sweetly, and I'm going to use my sentiment. I'm going to stamp just in Memento. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment first. I'm going to put it off here to the side because then I'm going to come in and stamp my blossom next to it. So I'm going to ink this way. Get a good coat of Memento on there. And then I'm just going to fit this in around the words the best I can. Let's see. So that's why I did the sentiment first, because you gotta have to put the image next to them. So depending on the size of your sentiment would depend on the size of your coordinating. Now I'm using my blends. I'm using Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to start with the light one. And I'm just going to give the flowers a quick color. Now, obviously, you could use any color at this point because the card started out more or less just black and white, right? So if you want to do yellow or red, or if you're using a different image, right, you're going to color it the way you want it, but I'm using the Blackberry Bliss. No, I'm not. What is this? What did I just say? Yeah, Blackberry Bliss. Okay. I'll get my flowers colored. Good, good. Okay. Now, seems a little dark, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up the darker one and do the centers. So I'm going to get kind of a two-tone flower here. And I've noticed that after I do it with my blends, sometimes they lighten up, so that'll be just fine. Now for my leaves, I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, because I really like Granny Apple Green. I'm going to give them a quick brush of color as well. Okay, so easy peasy, and then I'm just going to pop that on Dimensionals and put it right on my card. So simple layout, right? But with some elegant elements. And like I said, make your sentiment tag when you're ready to use the card. Now, why did I pick Rich Raspberry? Well, I have these fun pastel pearl embellishments, and these purples kind of will go with anything. So I'm going to use this lighter one, and I'm just going to decorate the tag a little bit. Give a little bit of sparkle. You could always come in with your Wink of Stellar S2 and do the flowers, so there you go. There's my fun little card for today. So I hope you enjoyed. Do some simple stamping. Use those dies of yours, or if you have fallen in love with this Stitch Greenery one, go ahead and get that placed on an order. Remember, all the links are below. It'll be posted on my blog for all the details. And when shopping with me, I'm happy to send you a thank you card along with a crafting kit. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Happy stamping.